Mike, Donald Trump is going to jail probably shortly after we record this. It said Tuesday. I heard Tuesday. See, he was planning on buying NBC on Wednesday, and they had to get him. So now he's going to jail.
Is that the case?
Yeah, he was going to, yeah.
He had the bid put in and everything?
Yeah, well, you know what it is? Cosby spent all that money on lawyers, so he couldn't do it anymore. So now him and Trump had to team up. Grab NBC by the if you will.
A Bill Cosby Trump-run NBC?
You can get NBC real sleepy with some pills, and then have Trump come in with the claw. Really hold that down.
The remake of 30 Rock they would do would be incredible.
Honestly, I just want them to remake 30 Rock with Trump in the Alec Baldwin position, and then just Bill Cosby as Twofer. Not even Tracy Jordan.
I mean, that's honestly a lot to ask Bill Cosby to do at his age. To just chill in the writer's room, hit like 2 one-liners an episode, Cosby could do that.
Yeah, I think so. I think he can do it.
Honestly, this sounds like not the worst show.
I mean, sounds pretty good.
What else is Judah Friedland doing? We can get him back.
Oh, yeah. What? Yeah, he's not doing anything.
Get a couple legacy characters back.
Yeah, you get him back, and I think you just replace Tina Fey with Sarah Palin. I think they're interchangeable now. Or Lisa Ann. It works any way we slice this here.
Lisa Ann would be sick, but I feel like if it's Cosby and Trump in charge of it,
they're going to be, you probably
it's going to be like Eva Longoria.
Oh, yeah.
They're just going to find some like hot, big girl a little bit past her prime.
Just, very slightly. Sofia Vergara.
Sure.
She got to be in her late 40s now.
Sofia
still smoking hot.
Sofia Vergara would be good for the Jenna character.
Oh, yeah, okay. And then it would also be she'd be Latina.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. This is great. This is fantastic. But, so they're saying Donald Trump is going to be arrested because of the thing Michael Cohen went to prison for. That's what do you know about this at all?
The bribing Stormy Daniels.
Yes, which he did not do. Michael Cohen did.
Okay.
He gave Michael Cohen the money to bribe Stormy Daniels.
Okay.
And supposedly, I think...
Hold on. Why is it illegal to bribe someone?
That's what we're going to find out. So apparently there's a new statute. So apparently he used his personal money, but there's a new statute in New York that's never been tested. So this has never been enforced before. But if you can tell that you've paid somebody off to keep them from telling a secret to affect an election, you can be tried under state law in New York. It's not a federal crime. It's a state crime, but also they have to prove that his only motivation or his chief motivation for bribing Stormy Daniels is the campaign and not any other reason why he would want people to not. Because first of all, it clearly helped his campaign when he was like, she's washed up. I didn't want you to know. So that's out there. He can to me, he can make the argument look, even in her prime, she's not hotter than Melania. I don't want my wife to feel bad about herself, thinking I this ugly broad while I was her. Cause you can even say, we knew they were getting divorced when this infidelity came out, right? Odds are his wife knows he's cheating.
Yeah.
And it's not really I'm sure they have some sort of agreement on this sort of thing.
Right.
As wealthy guys often do with their essential. I mean, Melania Trump is essentially a trophy wife. It's not like she's, it's not like Michelle Obama, who was on the come up with Barry in these streets in Chicago. You know what I mean? They were working together. Bill and Hillary Clinton went to law school together. Melania Trump is a model that Donald Trump was and then married.
Yeah. He imported her.
Yeah, exactly. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they're just like, yeah, man, he might just end up. He wants to have the photo op in prison because he's telling people to go out and protest.
Is he?
Yeah, that was his first thing he did. Was he truthed out on Truth Social. You should all go protest if they arrest your favorite president. And I didn't read it, but in parentheses, I'm sure he wrote me.
Dog, if he had balls and was like, yo,
storm the Capitol.
NDA, if he was just or whatever that thing is called, non-compete, if he sent out one tweet that was
storm the Capitol. If it just said, don't storm the Capitol, But anything around the Capitol.
Storm the courthouse, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, if he told everyone to just joke her out and fucking come as a mob and storm the courthouse.
To joke her out. That is a great way to describe that. But I don't even think you're not gonna get the photo op because the state of New York doesn't want to help him at all. Like, even though this DA is like, they want to be like, we got Donald Trump to like appease the base here in New York, like the donor class in New York, not really the base, because the base in New York is like, hey, there's literal poop on the streets everywhere. Can you please fix that? We also don't need to rename any bridges. It's very expensive, and our children are all stupid. But the donor class here in New York is going to jerk off all over this arrest if it happens. But they don't want Trump to have the, see what they did, it's a persecution against me. They just don't want him having that. So I feel like there's no way he's going to be... First of all, somebody was talking to me, I was like, you think a former president of the United States is going to go through the tombs in Manhattan? Because it's a state case. He's going to get processed. I was like, I've been in bookings with one Hasidic Jew ever. And then a Hasidic Jew in an NYPD bulletproof vest just came and grabbed him. He was in the cell for about 5 minutes. Regular Jews don't have to sit in these cells. We think the president's going to do it? He doesn't have a special interest group? The Secret Service is in the same suits as all those Hasids.
Do you think the Secret Service has
Earpiece is just a yarmulke on the side.
Do you think the Secret Service has to get locked up with him?
They have to, right? They can't leave him.
They can't leave the president.
But then they also can't just give their guns. The Secret Service is going to be in the tombs with guns and dudes like being like, yo, you got a Newport? It's not going to happen. By the way, that guy was white.
Nobody's smoking Newports in the tombs.
Dude, I was in fucking Brooklyn Central bookings, and they let a guy smoke one cigarette because he was there for mad long, and then he lit a joint.
No.
Like a idiot.
What an asshole.
He lit a joint, and the cop grabbed he's about to go off shift. He goes, I was doing you a favor. And he grabbed his file, throws it in the freezer, slams the door. Like they have their own like fridge. He goes, you're on ice, kid. And just walks away.
So he was not getting out until that guy got back.
The next day. He got sent back another 12 hours because of that. Because apparently something happened where the precinct didn't send over his paperwork. And he was there. He had been there. I was there. I think it was Sunday night. He had been there since Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
Dude. And they felt bad for him. And he's like, I'm in pain. I need a cigarette. Like, and they gave him a cigarette, and he lit a joint that he had in his shoe with the lit cigarette. And I was just sitting there going, what a asshole.
Yeah, but at the same time,
do you really need to impress a bunch of strangers in jail? They're not going to be even if you're staying in prison, you're not going to be with the guys in that room when you get to the next room. You still have to impress the guys you finally end up in a room with when you have your new outfit and you're matching outfits like a bunch of there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's just not worth it.
Yeah. And I don't think Trump, I don't see Trump going through books. Also, he doesn't live in New York, which means he has to be extradited from Florida by Ron DeSantis.
Oh,
which is wild. Dude, it's some real I swear to God, Trump is the most Game of Thrones president, dude. I've said this before. You've heard me say this before. He hit the wall. He's trying to daughter. It's crazy. Like, it's just like now he's got his enemy has to extradite him, but also he can't because that would kill him with the base if he actually wants to run against him. Like, then it looks like you're cucking because they're already like all these like Republican news outlets. I don't even know much about this DA, but they're like, he's a Soros agent. And I'm sure, the guy had to run for office. And again, like I said, the donor class in New York is very wealthy liberals, that it probably includes one of the many George Soros companies that operate out of New York City. I'll tell you this. I knew a girl who worked for George Soros, and they had like this thing where they would get bicycles, inexpensive, because you could, for the exercise for the employees. And I got a pretty sweet Soros rally road bike out of it. I don't think I'm compromised by George Soros.
I feel like you've been in the bag for Soros. He's got his finger in every pie.
So does all of these billionaires. All of them.
County committeeman is not off of his bribery list.
I mean, look, that's the thing. I did remember that he gave me a bicycle for half price 17 years ago. So that's how I vote for every county committee meeting that I go to now. But it's just also, can we just throw this out there? I was thinking about this. So now so basically I was thinking for a while, I was like, I think Trump is off his game, right? Because his nickname for Ron DeSantis was Ron D. Sanctimonious, which sounds like he's not sanctimonious, but he's trying to call him sanctimonious, right? But if he is sanctimonious, then he has to obey the law and send Trump to New York. So it's like, I was like, that's a kind of a shitty name, D. Sanctimonious. I don't like it. It's not as good as Sleepy Joe or Lion Ted. You're not beating Lion Ted. Crooked Hillary. That bitch walks with a limp now. That hurts so bad. Like,
he made her crooked.
Yeah, dude. He fucking put that bitch in a crooked house, and she had a fucking crooked outfit. What the fuck? What's that nursery rhyme? The man in the crooked house? All right. She's drinking Crooked Eye iced teas.
There was a crooked man, and he walked a crooked mile. He found a crooked sixpence against a crooked style. He bought a crooked cat, which caught a crooked mouse.
Crooked cat. The Clintons had a cat named Socks.
That is factually
Got
correct.
it. It's all connected. It's all connected. Fucking. But yeah, it's not happening. He's clearly not getting arrested in Florida on Tuesday. It's Monday at 10:45 as we record this. He has not been arrested.
I thought he was supposed to get arrested today.
It was supposed to be tomorrow. He said the other day, he goes, these lazy cops are taking off the day after St. Patrick's weekend. They're all hungover. They can't do it.
Is that a quote?
It's a direct quote.
Nice.
That's why I sounded so much like Trump there. Direct quote. So yeah, he's done for. Or not at all. You know, like all those other times that now he is saying he's done for, which is fucking hilarious. Because now he is going to look like an asshole. It's like this weird thing. Like all these times that everybody said he was, somebody did a list and screenshotted all of the times that Rob Reiner tweeted that Trump was done. And it was like dozens of tweets from Rob Reiner just being like, he's done now. And he was fine.
He's always been fine.
He's always been fine. So this time now he's going to look as stupid and fat as Rob Reiner.
Do you think, though? Or is it going to be one of those things where it's like he's able to then take this into the Republican debates and be like, Ron is a cuck for
like,
Biden.
He's
wasting
like, look,
taxpayer dollars.
Well, that's if. So DeSantis is going to say that the indictment doesn't fly because it's not a just law. It's going to create a whole fucking thing.
DeSantis is going to have Trump's... Yo, if DeSantis has Trump's back and just cucks Trump and is like, you're only safe because of me, bitch. I'm the only reason you're not in jail. Ooh, that'd be tight, dude. If DeSantis puts up his dukes, I'll vote for him. Fight the government, dude.
You a registered Republican?
No. I'm independent. I can vote in either.
That's not how that works.
I've never voted in a primary.
Obviously not. You're not allowed if you're a registered independent.
I always thought that meant you could vote either. Then fuck it, I'm registering as a Republican.
Why?
Because I genuinely don't care about... I have never in my life liked a Democratic candidate. I have liked a couple Republican candidates.
Name three. You didn't like first run Obama? You seem like a first time he ran Obama guy.
You're right.
Yeah.
All right, that's my one, and I liked. Yeah, I guess.
Vermin Supreme ran as a Democrat many times.
Did he?
Yeah, he switched to Libertarian, I think 2 elections ago.
I don't know. I like Bernie. I like Tulsi.
Democrat. She ran as a Democrat.
Did
she? She never ran as a Republican. She never ran as an independent.
Damn. Yeah, I guess I should register as a Democrat then.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you like Republicans too.
I don't know, dude. I kind of want to vote for. Yo, if DeSantis fights the government, I'll change, dude. I'll
You
fucking.
can't fight the government as the government.
Sure, you can.
I don't
He's
think so.
little government. He's fighting big government.
Maybe. Either way.
The smaller, like you always got to root for the underdog.
Either way, this may look real dumb when this episode comes out tomorrow and everything I said is not true. But if Trump and Bill Cosby don't buy NBC, I'll eat my hat. Moving on. Hey guys, if you enjoyed that clip, make sure you subscribe to the show on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get podcasts. And make sure you follow me at Chris from BKLYN on Twitter. Also, of course, make sure you support our sponsor. That sponsor is Vinylgraph. With Vinylgraph, you can make custom graffiti pieces that are on vinyl stickers that adhere to your wall. They're reusable. You can take them down, use them again. Vinylgraph.com. That's VINYLGRAFF.com. Use the promo code Chris1 at checkout, and they're going to give you a sweet 10% discount. That's Vinylgraph.com. Use the promo code Chris1 for a discount.